I wouldn't know. I haven't had a last call in
Yeah, it's been
almost 40 years.
Business will be the selection of a chair right after we appoint a temporary chair, which, if all goes well, will be me solely for the purposes of selecting the chairman. So first is we call the meeting to order, and then a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Cook,
Here.
Mr. Farkas,
Here.
Mr. Livingston,
Here.
Mr. Mangarella,
Here.
Mr. Mashi,
Here.
Mr. Olszynski,
Here.
and Councilman Revelinsky.
Here.
Please stand for a salute to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Kathy, would you read the meeting notice?
Yes. Let the minutes reflect that adequate notice of holding of this regular meeting of the Fort Avenue Redevelopment Agency was provided by the adoption of a resolution and the posting, filing, and forwarding of a copy of the same to the official borough newspaper, Home News Tribune, publishing companies, on February 6, 2024. Public participation in this meeting will be permitted during public hearings and after the agenda of the scheduled matters have been completed.
Thank you, Kathy. Now, in order to conduct the selection of the chairperson, we need to nominate a temporary chairperson, and so as per my email to you earlier in the week, my suggestion is that you nominate me to serve as the temporary chairperson to conduct the meeting solely for the purpose of the selection of a chairperson. So anybody who wishes to nominate me to do that?
I nominate Jim Cahill to be the temporary chairman.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, we'll move on. At this point, I'll call for a nomination for chairperson of the Fort Avenue Redevelopment Agency.
I nominate Michael Olszynski as chairman.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any other nominations for chairperson? Seeing none, we will close the nominations and call for a vote on the selection of a chairperson. All those in favor of Michael Olszynski as chairman of the Fort Avenue Redevelopment Agency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion's carried. Mr. Chairman, the meeting is all yours.
All right, thank you, everybody. We're back. We did call to order, we did roll call, we did salute flag, we did meeting notes, and so we are at the resolutions. So the first resolution is the appointment of the Fort Avenue redevelopment attorney.
Vice Chair.
You got to do vice chair.
Oh, vice chair, I'm sorry, I missed it. Oh, okay, I see right there. Do we
Anybody
have
wanna
nominations
reconsider
for
the
vice
vote?
chair? Anybody have any nominations for vice chair?
And I nominate Randy Farkas.
You second?
Can I second it?
You can get it, you can second it, yes.
I'll second the nomination.
Okay. Then you have to see if there's any other
Any other
nominations.
nominations for vice chair?
I nominate Keith Cook.
Anybody second?
I'm a non-voting member, right, so.
You are not a voting member.
No second? What do we do, Mr.
If
Council?
there's no second, it doesn't get to a motion. It doesn't get to a vote.
All right, so then I say we should roll call the vote for vice chair.
Then
If
you
there are-
should,
If there are no other nominations.
you can do a roll call vote if you like, yes.
We should just add it.
Okay.
Kath?
Okay. Mr. Cook?
I'm just voting in favor of Mr. Farkas, is
Yes.
that what's on? Then, yes.
Okay. Mr. Farkas?
Aye.
Mr. Livingston?
Mr. Farkas. I'm sorry, did you say, I apologize?
Yeah, what's your,
If you're voting
if you're
yes,
voting yes?
you're voting yes or
Or
no?
no.
Oh, I apologize, yes, aye.
Okay, no problem. Mr. Mangarella?
Aye.
Mr. Mashi?
Aye.
Mr. Olashinsky?
Aye.
Oh, Councilman Revelinsky?
Oh, he's not,
Oh, he doesn't vote. Okay, sorry, Rich.
All right.
What if I could?
Congratulations, Randy.
Thank you.
All right, now we'll move on to resolution 01-2024, appointment of Ford Avenue redevelopment attorney.
I nominate Jim Cahill as agency attorney.
Second.
Any other nominations?
for these, you can just do votes because they're not for an office.
Oh, okay.
Or for selections, if it passes, it passes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then you go to another one.
All right, do we got a roll call, or we could do,
You can do voice vote, aye or nay.
all in favor of James Cahill being appointed as the redevelopment attorney?
Aye.
Aye. So passes?
You have to ask if any opposed, just in case.
Okay, any opposed? All right, thank you. Next is 02-2024, appointment of Ford Avenue redevelopment engineer.
I nominate CME.
Second.
Any other nominations?
You don't have to do that, Mr.
No,
Chairman.
oh, okay.
Right, you can go right to a vote.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Any opposed? You gotta ask if there's any opposed.
Any opposed? I'll get it yet. All right, next one is 03-2024, appointment of Ford Avenue redevelopment environmental engineer.
I nominate Najarian Associates.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. 04-2024, appointment of Ford Avenue redevelopment auditor.
Can I ask who who applied?
Yes, there were two submissions, one from the current auditor, which is PFK, or PKF, I forget. It used to be Hodgelick and Morrison. The other is from Samuel Klein and Company, Gerard Stankiewicz, who who was the auditor 3 years ago. They both have served the agency very well. In the past, I've spoke with the executive director. He works well with both of them. The difference between the two is the submission from Gerard Stankiewicz / Samuel Klein was several $1,000s less than that which was submitted by PKF. And so from a pure dollar perspective, they would be the cheaper of the less costly of the two.
What was the firm name for Stankwitz again?
Samuel Klein.
Are we allowed to discuss it?
Yes, you are.
I mean, does anybody have any opinion up here? I think that, you know, if they both, according to Rich Rison, did a good job, I think we should go for the saving of a little money. Is there any other thoughts on the matter?
Well, PKF has been the auditor for the last few years, so they have experience in what's been going on recently. This is a very dynamic situation. It changes year to year. They have the most experience in the recent issues that have been going on.
Can I ask the dollar amount?
Yeah, it's
I
50,
think one is, I think PKF is $8,000 for the audit. Samuel Klein was $5,500. And for assistance in the development of the budget for PKF, it was $1,000, and for Samuel Klein, I believe it was $600. If I'm off, I'm off ever so slightly.
no, that's correct. That's what you provided us.
Okay. So overall, a difference of, now I gotta do the math, 4,100.
Any other thoughts or opinions on the matter?
Just real quick, Jim, who pays those expenses?
The developer does.
Oh, that comes, okay.
It's a redevelopment agency cost, which is reimbursed to the agency, which is paid for by the redeveloper as per the redevelopment agreement.
So I nominate PKF as the auditor. Since the borough is not paying that expense, we can let the developer pay that.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Opposed. Just my feelings is that if the difference for the redeveloper and, you know, he is footing the bill, but if we could save that developer even a few $1,000s, that can be applied somewhere else down the road, that's what I'm looking at, so that's why I'm opposing that.
I'm also opposing.
So why don't you do a roll call so we know exactly where everybody stands, okay?
All right, Kath.
Okay. Mr. Cook?
It's just for the PFK, right? So I'm gonna vote against.
Okay, yes,
Thank you.
that's a good question.
Mr. Farkas?
Aye.
Mr. Livingston?
Aye.
Mr. Mangarella?
Nay.
Mr. Mashi? And Mr. Olshinsky?
Aye.
Okay, so there's 4 ayes and 2 nays.
Thank you. All right, so that'll take us to 05-2024, appointment of Ford Avenue Redevelopment Special Counsel.
Nominate Willens Goldman.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Any opposed?
Any opposed? All right, that brings us to 06-2024, the scheduled meeting dates, if everybody had a chance to look at it.
Move that the schedule be approved as typed?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right. That takes us to the meeting minutes from December 19, 2023. Are we going to read them, or we're just going to go?
No, you can just accept the motion, but it really should be just for the members that were on the agency last year.
Yes.
So Rich and Keith should not move on it or vote on it.
and I wasn't here on December 23rd, on December 19th. I read them, but I'll just stay out of it, so, anybody have any changes to the meetings from December 19th? Can we get a motion to accept them?
I make a motion.
Second.
All right, so just the guys that were here last time, all in favor?
Aye.
Just the three ayes, Ken.
That's the best we can do.
Okay.
All right, that takes us to number 8, bills and claims. Who's gonna read them, because Rich isn't here?
I'll do it.
Correct?
The bills and claims, as stated on the February 2024 bill list, include legal services for Lum Drasco, who are the attorneys that represent the redevelopment agency in the condemnation litigation to acquire the property. There is my legal bill for services rendered during the month of December. There are 2 months' worth of the executive director's salary at $1,250 per month, and 2 months' worth of Rich's office expenses. Jeff Massey is getting reimbursed for his costs incurred with the mandatory educational classes that members have to attend, and I'll discuss that later in the meeting for the new members. And then there were 2 bills for notices posted in the Home News Tribune, one for the budget and the other for the meeting notice?
For this meeting.
For this meeting. The total of bills for this month is $27,537.31. There was a replenishment made by the redeveloper of $30,000 when added to the balance that was in the escrow account, and deducting the amount of the new bills, there's a current balance that will be $14,548.37 in the escrow account.
Thank you.
Motion for the bills and
Yep.
claims.
Motion to accept the bills and claims?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, now we're gonna go into executive session. So we're gonna have to ask everybody to leave for a couple minutes, correct?
We have to
I'm
pass.
going to read the resolution
Yeah.
first to go. So whereas the Milltown Ford Avenue Redevelopment Agency has a need to discuss matters involving the selection of an executive director, and whereas the Open Public Meetings Act provides that a public body may exclude the public from those portions of a meeting and discuss certain matters in closed session, including any matter involving the employment, appointment, terms and conditions of employment, including matters falling within the attorney-client privilege. Now therefore be it resolved by the Milltown Ford Avenue Redevelopment Agency that the agency enter closed session to discuss the above matter. Be it further resolved that the discussion held in closed session will be disclosed to the public upon return to open session. And you need to get a motion to approve.
Can we get a motion to go into closed session?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now you gotta leave. Thank you. All right, we're ready to open the meeting back up. Mr. Cahill?
Mr. Chairman, during the closed session, the agency members discussed the applications that have been received by the agency for the executive director's position. They prioritized those that they thought they should look at preliminarily, and authorized me to contact the individuals that they're looking to interview and to try to schedule those interviews and that's where we're at. So we're making some progress in trying to fill the position that Rich Rydstrom has done such a tremendous job for the last couple decades.
Thank you. All right, that takes us up to number 10, the chairman's report. First, I want to thank everybody for making me chairman again, and I want to welcome our new members. And, you know, just so everyone knows, we're all still just stuck in court waiting on the judges, so that's pretty much where everything is. But we're moving forward with the new executive, you know, our new chairperson and everything, so we'll see what we got. So next is correspondence. Do we have any correspondence, Kath?
No.
Do we have any old business? Anybody on the board have any old business?
Mr. Chairman, an update on the condemnation litigation. Nothing earth-shattering, but as I've indicated in past meetings, the final pre-trial conference is scheduled for tomorrow. That is the conference where the parties have submitted all of the information that they have to submit with regard to the trial, including list of witnesses, list of exhibits or evidence, any and all legal issues that they intend to raise either before or during the trial. And basically, the case is tried on paper. That's submitted to the court. The court takes that information, puts it into the form of an order, and that becomes the yardstick by which the case gets tried. It's a different process in the federal courts than it is in the state courts, and it's much more methodical and strict on how they proceed. The court will probably not enter its final pretrial order tomorrow. It'll probably listen to the sides and have some decisions to make. But within the near future, we will probably have a trial date assigned. Not necessarily try the case in the near future, but we are getting closer and closer to the goal line.
Thank you. Do we have any new business from anybody up on the board? Mr. Cahill?
No new business, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. All right, that opens up to number 14, audience comments. If anybody out in the audience line would like to speak, questions, come on down.
Good evening. I just would like to thank you, the agency.
Name and address first.
Oh, Nick Pagani, 9 Janet Court, sorry. I'd like to thank the agency for voting on your auditor tonight. A person who has dealt with both of those companies, you get what you pay for. And dealing with both of those companies, you did the agency proper by paying a little more. You got a much more professional accounting firm to take care of the needs that you guys will need going forward. Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, we're going to close the audience comments. Member comments. Do we have any member comments for this month?
Mr. Chairman, I would just like to thank everyone for nominating, making me vice chairman, and to thank our new members for their service, and looking forward to working with both of you. Buckle up, it's going to be a little bit of a tough ride, but we'll do it. We'll all get through it.
This is the year we're going to get it, right?
That's right.
This is the year.
What year is this?
This is it. We're going to get close. We almost had it during Zoom. All right, with that, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
There you go.
There you go.
You got it.
Close it, Christian.